With consistency comes achievement. Could you believe it? Well, I believe it. I believe it.
Does having a job and your husband does not make you feel different about your husband? Does it make you disrespect him? Does it make you feel like a man?
Like, having a job is real hard on either parent, either role, male or female. Having to deal with the bills, having to deal with what didn't get paid, what paid, can we do this, do we have any money to save? You know, it's different aspects of basically far as in stress-wise. So everyone basically has different stress that they go through, rather a male or a female. And
you're a mother, you're supposed to be a mother. You know, that's the most important role that you play, is being a mother. You're giving them values and morals and teaching them about life and their creator, you know. That's a job itself.
Oh, yeah.
That's a job itself.
On the last episode of Real Talk.
We don't. It's something missing within us. We need to give ourselves a lot of stuff that we want men to give us, that they not capable of giving us, that we didn't get because we just didn't get it. So we got to give it to ourselves. We got to love ourselves, ladies.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
First and foremost.
Yes.
God first, then me second.
Oh, yeah. Second,
You know,
baby.
God first and me second. Second, baby. I didn't say third. I said God first and me second. Because without me, it ain't nothing. And without him, it ain't nothing.
That's right.
So it's me. It's about me. And if I'm feeling like I'm all that, which I am, and more, and know it, and feeling it,
Yes.
what you do is your loss, like I said. And I'm not going to have no pain from your cheating behind because you just a cheater. And yeah, I probably got you. You was cheating when I got you, and I thought I could change it.
That's right, baby. That's what
You
they
know?
That's where a lot of the pain
Yeah.
comes from too, and a lot of women
Thinking.
the fact that they could change a man.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I could change him. You know, he with her, and I could take him, and I can do this, and I can do that.
I can
and
do
then
more.
you be crying.
Yeah, yeah, I can do most. She don't cook, she don't clean. I can do all this.
Yeah, I could do all of
do
that.
this for you or whatever the case may be. You know, thinking you can change and control.
Change and control. You can't change and control nobody
But yourself.
That's right.
But yourself. And we need to know this, ladies. We need to know that we the best thing popping
That's right.
and ever will be popping.
Huh.
So my message is that know that you the best thing popping and that it's his loss. Welcome to our show, Real Talk. I'm your host, Amina, and our panel today is Latoya and Amina, as always. Our discussion today is, does having a job and your husband does not make you feel different about your husband? Does it make you disrespect him? Does it make you feel like a man? Latoya, what you think about that?
I think that you should not feel different, but let me see, how do I want to answer this question diplomatically?
Just answer, be real. This is real talk.
I mean, okay.
Amina, what you think about it?
I don't really think you should feel any different. I think you should feel the same as if you didn't have a job, basically. At the same time, I guess it plays different roles of how each other feels. Like, would I disrespect him? No, that's for one thing. And second of all, I guess it's because, like, having a job is real hard on either parent, either role, male or female. Having to deal with the bills, having to deal with what didn't get paid, what paid, can we do this, do we have any money to save? You know, it's different aspects of basically far as in stress-wise. So everyone basically has different stress that they go through, rather a male or a female. And I don't think they should be disrespected in any way. rather a female is the person that's basically, or the male. And I definitely shouldn't think that you're a man just because you take over the role of, well, society role of basically the person that pay the bills.
Latoya, have you got your thoughts together yet?
Yeah, I've got my thoughts together. I agree with what you're saying, but there's a twist to it. Sometimes you can find yourself doing things differently because you are taking on that role. It's not to say that the love has changed or anything like that, but like you said, the stress levels reach their peak and people act out. You know, it's not with the intent to disrespect, but it comes. It's a part of it, like for some people. Like I said, once again, it's probably not with the intent, but it just happens because of the stress levels. Roles is that's a word right there.
Yeah,
roles. We all have a role to play. A lot of us don't know that role. Just because you have to pick up the slack because hubby is now not working or is injured or whatnot, it doesn't mean that you're still not being a mother. You know, you still have to be a mother and a wife. And, you know, all these things now are on your plate. But things happen. Things happen.
To me, I think it does make you think about your husband differently, because it's not a conscious think, but I'm out here doing this. I think I'm mad. Basically, back here I'm mad, but I know I got to do it. But it ain't my job. My job is to be taking care of these kids. This is in the back of my head, but in the front of my head, I'm doing it, but I'm playing out. I'm mad because now I'm talking to you a little bit snappy,
Stronger.
like why I wouldn't have been talking to you like that.
Exactly.
You know, so it does.
Shifted.
It shifts. It does. And why does it shift?
I think too, at the same time, it probably shift if it's because some husbands are lazy, and it's not the thing that they can't get the job. They're not even out there looking for the job. They out here playing video games on the couch. You know what I mean? So I can understand where it comes from. I'm treating you different because you're not even trying to do anything,
or at least you
know,
feel like he's not.
You know, or maybe you know feel like it, but at the same time, when you say, "Hey, honey, have you went to go look for put in applications?" Nah, but you on the video. You playing the game all day. You know, you're talking on the phone or whatever the case may be. Your concern is not the bills at all. So I can see how a little bit of how that will play as a disrespect or whatever, and something that you're tired of doing because you should feel that you should be at home taking care of your newborn baby or whatever the case may be. And especially when you come home and the you know, your spouse is at home, ain't even cleaned up. Okay. You got to come home. You didn't work. You didn't have to come home clean, come on, do homework, come home and do some stuff that. So I will understand a little bit on the part of disrespecting and feeling that, you know, this
you're
is
not
going,
helping
you know, you're not doing anything to, you know, to basically help me too. So I understand that part. But if for the husbands that's basically out there, for the husbands that's actually doing something, that's actually basically, you know, putting in all type of stuff, you know what I mean? I don't think it should be disrespect. And I think that some of these ladies want to be the man, you know? You know, they want to be, come home and be like, I work construction. You know what I mean? I'm coming home and I'm basically, you do this. You didn't went from him being your husband to him being your child. Now you want to say this and that to him because that's the type of power you want over him because he don't have a job. You see what I'm saying?
Disrespect. Disrespect. The difference. Why you want to disrespect him because he is unable to provide for you now when he was providing for you. Now you want to think less of him because he's not able to, or he can't get a job because our society, women can get jobs faster than a man, basically. So it's hard for him. But but to say that, go ahead, Latoya.
I don't know. Society plays a big role in the way we think about roles. Our minds are conditioned so much to think that, a woman's supposed to be in the house and a man's supposed to be out there working. But situations come about that changes those things. My personal feeling is that, okay, you're a mother, you're supposed to be a mother. You know, that's the most important role that you play is being a mother. You're giving them values and morals and teaching them about life and their creator. You know, that's a job itself.
Oh, yeah.
That's a job itself. You got some women who don't want to be mothers, but they end up having children, 90 going north.
Okay.
You know, and it's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate for the children.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
They didn't ask to be here, and they need guidance, you know, and that's your role. And I think society looks down on stay-at-home mothers.
Yes.
You know, that's, oh, you're not doing nothing. You're sitting at home on your behind. What are you doing? Oh, anybody could do that. No, anybody cannot do
No, they
this.
cannot.
No, anybody cannot do this.
No, baby.
You know, it takes a whole lot. You got to be equipped with a whole lot to do that job. But the benefits of it is watching your children grow, watching them grow and absorbing everything. But roles.
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 You know, let's discuss roles here. A lot of people want to make like there's no roles. It is a role. A mother, it's your job to take care of your children and provide for your children. That's your job. Whether you accept it or you reject it, that's your job because the daddy really cannot do it. I'm sorry, Pops. I'm sorry for your brothers out there that's raising your daughters, but you need a woman. And I'm sorry, sisters, that you raising your sons and your children by yourself. You need a man, baby. Because it takes two.
I agree. And I think in those situations where you have those single parents, you know, it's good to have the brother or the uncle to show the boy, you know, how to do some things, whether it's go to the potty or, you know what I'm saying, how to be a man. You know, and vice versa for the men raising the daughters or the girls. You know, have some siblings, some sisters to help you, aunts, you know. They need assistance. They need assistance. They need help.
You know, comb their hair.
You know,
different things.
Teach them about their girl things. You know,
Yeah.
they need assistance. They need help. So, it's not that you can't do it. You need some assistance doing it.
Yeah, you need some
You know?
assistance. You need a woman in your life, and you need a man in your life. And you
To have
need
that balance
healthy
with that child.
people in your
life, right? Right?
Yeah, really.
That's good.
Now, I said, does it make you feel different? I say yes, it does.
I say yes, it does too, in a lot of different ways. It makes you feel different. It makes you feel, in some cases, that you might don't need a man. If you can go out there and work and do all of what you can do, you feel independent, and I can do this by myself.
I don't know.
You know, and it might be the same way for the brothers, you know. But I've been dabbled a little bit on this end where I was taken care of, and on the other spectrum where I am maintaining the household. The stress level peaks. It peaks on this end. I say that from experience. But it should not come in the way of the way you deal with your spouse, male or female, you know, but it does.
It does.
Fact. It does. Once that stress hits you, you don't know how you're going to act.
Yeah.
You can act out. You can act a fool.
Yes,
But
it does.
it shifts.
Yeah.
If something shifts.
You, Amina, says yes. You, Latoya, says yes.
But I'm saying yes, but also with the condition. With the condition. I mean, I guess it's subconsciously you act out, you know. I really don't know how to really touch on that part, but it's like, okay, any other day, I love you, I'm gonna respect you, I'm here, I'm your backbone, I'm your support, you know. But when that load get on you, you know, you feel that load. You feel that load, and a lot of times you don't think clearly to be, you know, more supportive, and you know, baby, you're gonna get a job sooner or later, more encouraging and all that, because you're heavy.
Yeah.
Your load is heavy. You know, but it's not that you don't think that. It's not that you wouldn't want to do that. It just don't happen all the time.
And Amina?
I say no. You know,
Why do you say no?
I basically say it for the simple fact that me personally, I've been working ever since I've been 20 years old. So for me, single mother, taking care of my kids, I was glad when it came to an issue that I didn't have to work. I was glad when it came to a situation I can stay at home and raise my kids. So to me, it was basically, it was a relief.
Yes.
You know, so far as and still at the same time I work and he'll work too. But it's just come to the point is I don't have to. You know what I mean? I choose to do it, but I will love to stay at home. You know, I would love to do this. So basically, it's different for me for the simple fact in
your background.
yeah, you know what I mean. It's like it's like I had to. Don't take me wrong now. I had to come to that because I've been working ever since I've been 18 years old. You know what I mean? So don't get me wrong. It had to come to. I had to come to the conclusion. I don't like staying at home.
Yeah.
I don't want to. You know. It had to come to that. But now since I've been home, I love it. I have almost to have a newborn baby. I have a little son, and I can honestly say I love it for staying at home and seeing what I missed with the big ones.
With the other,
you know what I
your
mean?
older
So
children.
it's a for as a you know, it's a true blessing. And then two, at the same time, it's on regards of, what was the question?
The question was, does it make you feel different about your husband when
No.
you're working and he's not?
No, to me,
I say, does it make you disrespect him, or does it make you feel like a man?
no,
No.
no,
Oh.
not to me, not to me. Because in a situation when his load was actually light and mine was heavier, I like that. I mean, I didn't actually like it, but it felt good that I could come in and help too. So I didn't really feel the issue of it because I guess I've been doing it for so long, and then now I don't have to do it. So it's like it wasn't, you know.
But say, though, he lost his job
And he don't have it anymore.
and he don't have it anymore, and you got to go back to that old you. Well, you had to do it. Would you feel differently about him?
I don't think so, because I've been doing it all.
So would
You know
it
what I
be?
mean?
But you hated it though.
No, actually, I didn't hate it. It just I didn't have another option. I had just that. That's been me ever since I've been 18. I only had that. So if I were to go back to it, it wouldn't be the case of actually hating it. You see what I'm saying? It wouldn't be the case of actually hating it. And even though, don't get me wrong, I said I love to stay at home with my kids or whatever the case may be. But if I had to go out,
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel any different.
Yeah.
If I had to stay at home or if I had to go to work, to me personally, because I've been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it wouldn't, me personally,
It wouldn't make you feel any different
no,
about
it wouldn't
your
make
husband.
no.
Well, that's good.
No.
That's excellent because me personally, it makes me feel differently about them because it depends on like how you said in the beginning. Like if he just sitting there
Yeah.
playing
Oh,
on a
yeah.
video
Oh,
game
yeah.
and I'm out here when it's really not my responsibility. You supposed to be taking care of me. So society said, so what's in the back of my head? Your money is my money and my money is my money. You feel me? Why you playing video games and ain't looking for nothing? So now I gotta disrespect. It's a subconscious thing. It's a subconscious thing depending on what you doing. And I think it's a subconscious thing, period, because it's not my job to be out here being no man, out here in this atmosphere with all
Dealing
these
with all these people.
all these monsters attacking me. You know? And so subconsciously I got a resentment against you. It's just subconscious though, and I acted out. Depending on what you're doing, I acted out more. But then again, I do have that resentment because I don't want to be doing what I'm doing because I feel like I'm not supposed to be doing it. We're going to take a break right now.
Yeah, this is the music, yeah. Turn it up. Turn it up. It's how we knock down.
25.8 million children and adults in the United
That's
States
8.3% of the population.
have diabetes,
Here's a list of diabetes complications:
heart disease and stroke,
high blood pressure,
blindness,
kidney disease,
nervous system disease.
amputation.
What do you want to do?
Follow your doctor's instructions.
Where your medical ID basic
Recognize
symptoms.
Watch your diet. Have your eyes checked regularly. Exercise. You have the power to live a healthy
Have
life.
the shortest survival
it's all
rate
up to you.
of any race. African American males in the U.S. for most cancers have the shortest survival rate of any racial and ethnic group in the U.S. About 65,540 African Americans are brother, uncle, or cousin. Early detection improves the chances of cure, extended life.
If you're 15 years or older, be sure to get screened, because cancer doesn't discriminate. It's a test that can save your life.
Consistency comes achievement. Could you believe it? Well, I believe it. I believe it. Yeah, you could receive it as long as you can receive.
Welcome back to our show. Oh, as we were saying, we were talking about the roles that we have, and I said that I don't want to work because society says that I don't have to. So that makes me have a resentment when the roles are switched and I have to do that. Ladies, okay, I want to work. I don't care because I got babies or not. I want to work.
Okay.
What you got to say about that?
I say that it's nothing wrong with working at home, you know, to avoid all the madness that could come in between you and your family and your relationship. You could work at home. You can consult at home. You could do childcare at home. You can do a number of jobs at home to find that balance, you know, to find that balance. And I think that's why we have a lot of problems with marriages because, you know, you get the women who go out and they work. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with work. I'm not saying that because I enjoy money too.
Yes, yes.
And I want to spend it the way I want to spend
Yes.
it. But when you have a family, you need to alter something. Something needs to be altered. You got these women who are working outside the home for hours at a time, and they hire maids and they hire women to raise their children, and they wonder why their husbands are cheating and sleeping with the maids or the women who's nurturing their children.
Yeah.
I mean, what else do you expect if he's seeing her nurture the child and, you know, he wants you to do it? I mean.
Okay.
Natural things take place.
Yeah. Especially when you're not at home at all times of night.
Yeah.
He looking. He in the bed, you know, so you should, you know, it plays a big part in it. It really does. So you need to basically think of the whole outcome that comes into different hours, how various of hours you work, how you can you work at home, and different things like that. The person that actually what you think will basically watch your kids far as in a relative, they can still be the same one. Ain't no difference in no relatives or a stranger.
Okay.
So, you know, it's different points to it.
Ladies,
That's a career for
this
you.
this situation here about feeling differently about your husband because he's not able to work. I say that yes, this is something that we do as women, whether we want to admit it or not. And it's okay because it's a subconscious thing because society has made this, has put this in us.
And
So
conditioned
basically,
our minds.
it's making us feel this way about our man because we got to get out here now and switch the role. We got to get out here and be the victim, do all this stuff that he was supposed to do. And then he's sitting here picking his feet when he should be doing something. You know, so it's going to really make me disrespect you because you sitting here cutting your toenails.
Yeah.
You know, so it depends on really, not really, but also if you're picking your toes, if you're sitting here playing a video game. But basically, for me, I'm speaking about Amina. It does. I do look at you differently, brother. I'm sorry. Because society has conditioned me to be this way. Society has conditioned me to tell me that I'm the mother, that I'm supposed to be taking care of my children, that I'm not supposed to be out here working, doing your job.
And I'd
if I
rather
got to
do
it,
that.
and that's what I want to do. And if I got to get out here and do your job, baby, I'm mad at you. But I want to help you, but I'm mad at you. It's kind of
So
crazy,
it's a battle
but that's what it
within
is.
ourselves. It's a battle within ourselves.
Yeah.
Based on what we think should be happening, opposed to what's actually going on. You know.
It's like a setup, the setup kid, or the you know, it's like it's a setup, because basically I'm not supposed to be doing this. So I got this struggle within myself that I got to go do this because you can't do it. So it's a fight.
Yeah, it's a fight.
And I'm mad. And I'm mad. But how can we combat that?
Work together instead of against each other. It's not the battle of the sexes.
Oh, yeah.
It's we're parents and we're in this together. We said I do, and we're going to. You know, so not division, not separation, or I'm better than, or he's lesser than. It should be none of that.
Yeah.
It should be, what is our goal?
Yeah.
What is the objective? And let's work towards that together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, basically. There's no competition.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with the roles. I am a mother.
Yes.
And that's fine. I don't care if society says, or you with your turned up nose looking down at me because I say I want to stay here and raise my children.
Yes.
Because that's the most important job
role.
in the world, because
yeah.
this is what's gonna conduct society.
Yeah.
So my job is very important, but my job has been put down so much till
That in some
I don't.
cases,
Yeah.
we feel ashamed
Yeah.
to say that I'm a stay-at-home mom, because of the way people will look at us and say, "Oh, she doesn't do anything all day. She just sits on her behind."
Yeah.
No, that's not the truth. But you know, that's something that we have to go through as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially when you have a lot of friends that have jobs and you don't have it.
So fall in love with your roles of being a mother.
Really?
Yeah.
It's nothing wrong with it.
Yes.
It's nothing wrong with roles. We do have roles, and it's okay. And then the second way to combat this is when you know better, baby, you do better. Okay? And there's no competition.
Yes.
We're working together.
Yes.
So, like I said, when you know better, baby, you do better. Real talk. See ya.
Okay, there's a woman's role, there's a man's role, or a woman's supposed to do this, or a woman's supposed to do that. Where did it come from? And I think about that, and I'm like, okay, well, I know women were liberated to work and to go out and do these things. You know, oh, we could work just like a man, this, that, and the other. But it seems as though that they have put in people resentment towards their partner, you know, and the roles of him working, him going out getting a job and taking care of, or you now doing it. You know, I can do it better than him, and
Yeah.
like what?
Yeah, where does it stem from?
Yeah, where does it come from?
I think it probably comes from, like you said, of society, culture, friends, family members. You know, me personally, I think it comes from several things, a combination of all of them.
I would say that it comes from the 19th century, when the whole thing about the women liberation movement, that women was less than a man.
Yeah.
That's where it stems from, because we're nothing. You know, our job is looked at as being nothing, and the man's job is looked at as being the most wonderful everything in the world. So with that in itself, me being nothing and now and moved up to being something, baby, what, you in trouble. That's like me with a gun.
Yeah.
You in trouble, you know? You know? What? You know? I wasn't nothing at first. Now I'm something, and you trying to tell me something when I wasn't anything? You know? Yes.
Don't be amazed by the heart strength and type relation. How we flip it to the face. How can I repay? There is no way. There is no way. I can repay.
Where did it stem from? It's a subconscious thing that's been built into us from the very beginning, and it's conditioned, and now it's functioning subconsciously. Although front consciously we want to help, but subconsciously I don't want to help, because I'm gonna help, But I'm feeling like I wasn't nothing anyway. Back here, society says I wasn't nothing, but now I am something. So that's going to make me look at you differently. Because society has made you this moment. Society has made this moment. Society is designed, has been designed to break up homes. Really, you know, I guess society didn't know the roles was going to switch. That's something. Society
plays a big role. And culture does too.
Yes.
Culturally, some people believe that
society too.
It's
Society of the
that culture, same difference.
Same culture. Yeah. If what is your culture saying that you're supposed to be bald-headed and barefooted. So when you put on some shoes
And put your hair on your head, then what?
I'm okay. Yeah, it does. Culture, society has played a secret role within our consciousness, and it still does as we talk. But when you know better, baby, you do better. See you next week. Until then. Real talk.